Greetings. This is Doc Ock coming at you live and direct today with a special presentation of Tubular Black Facts of Doc Ock at noon and 9. Today's presentation is a continuation of what we started earlier this month on holidays. We started off dealing with April 1st. We went with April Fool's Day. We went from there to an Easter special. We ended up being an 8-part Easter special on the black gods and saints in Europe. And now we're moving on to the next holiday, which is Juneteenth. But in order to get there, we need to take care of a little business. First and foremost, we need everybody that hasn't already to go ahead, give us a like. If you're watching this on Facebook, give us a thumbs up. If you're looking at us on YouTube, and then go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there below. Go ahead and subscribe to the Tubular Black Facts channel. So let's go ahead and get it on with our proverb of the day. Get my reading glasses on here. Read this properly. So the proverb for today, we're focusing on Kiswahili proverbs this month. So today's proverb is Ukitaka kula unguruwe kula aliyenona. Ukitaka kula unguruwe kula aliyenona. And that means if you want to eat a whole pig, eat a fat one. Or as my daddy used to like to say, if you're going to do it right. If you're going to do it right. And speaking of doing it right, we got a poet today that we're introducing today to some of you. Some of you may know him already. If you're in LA, everybody knows Kamal Daoud, all right? The poet par excellence from Leimert Park. And here we're going to read a poem out of his book. This is an epic poem, and it's the first time I'm reading it, so you have to pardon my African. Oops, keep those glasses on now. The poem is Liberator of the Spirit. John Coltrane was a freedom fighter, liberator of the spirit from the shackles of form. John Coltrane was a freedom fighter, liberator of the spirit from the shackles of form, expanding beyond the boundaries, blow away decay, stale forms collide with freshness, patterns of life, woven sound in the tapestry of meaning, ears chewing mind food. John Coltrane was a freedom fighter, liberator of the spirit from the shackles of form. John Coltrane was a freedom fighter, liberator of the spirit from the shackles of form. Life coming out of a saxophone. Shit and rainbows, rain and rain and diamonds the water, emerald jade the lemongrass, silver the wind, jasmine, sapphire the black earth, a flower in the moon's nappy hair, Our God lives in the people and the stars swirling. Our God lives in the people and the stars swirling. Shit and rainbows, gangster rainbows, rebel rainbows. Life is a saxophone, Raging rainbows coming out the lips of a horn, golden tongue of fire. Inspire us higher, ears lick the air, sensitive radar searching the airwaves for truth. Eyes peering into the seeking dark, into life, seeking justice, hands able and ready to serve a righteous cause. Music, all is music. Music, life is music. Music, all is music. Life, music, life is music. The Most High is nameless, faceless, and whole beyond time, filling space completely, our bodies holding breath. Learn to harmonize with the changes. Strengthen ourselves into polished beings. Carry the song more perfectly. Beautify movement, speech, and thought. Watch our hand gather scars. Discover the beauty carved in silence. Feel our eyes growing deeper. Experience the spasms of uncontrollable laughter. Watch our children sleep in peace. Struggle to understand our mates. Learn the secret of night. Embrace the magic of morning. Paint the cheeks with tears. Study herbs and stars. Turn our ears away from devil singing with a turd stuck in his throat. Music, music, all is music. Music, music, life is music. Music eaters released into the bloodstream of the wind, probing the globe. Hear this polyrhythmic logic. Priest slinging tone color with principles. Scientist whirling song with reverence. Pouring beauty into our timelessness. City babies born in a space age. Urban babies born in a rat maze. Be careful when you sing your song. They're unlawful in this land. C sharp, be natural. Music, music, all is music. B sharp, C natural. Music, music, life is music. The sternness of spirit erected in the light of unchangeable law. The courage to work on self, to make monument of self. Silken gut songs bubbling from the diaphragm. Communities of consciousness, world music. Soothsayer, scatting landscapes, wailing hidden places. Circles burst, listening hard for origins, lullabies. Celestial solos, sailing galactic wailing. Smoke a Rooney, bebop, finger pop from the top. Anti-mental slavery choir, avant-garde, be on guard. To extinguish the self into the golden cylinders of the sun. In an air of smiles, hit this heart with a sledgehammer. It will not be moved. It stands firm in rainbows. Heritage, nappy, and fertile. Descendants of diehards on the ascension. Becoming whole notes. Not 16th notes, not 8th notes. Becoming whole notes. Not quarter notes, not half notes. Becoming whole notes. Whole notes. The silence roars from endless throats. Majestic praise for listeners. Pouring truth in open ears. Life is a saxophone playing a sacred song. Rapture upheld the eyes. A cosmic view. A love supreme. A love supreme. Magic, magic, music. Shining warriors dance. Leaping shooting star. Fire, leap, prancing sun. Rescue those lost in mirrors and stuck in bubble gum. Wash the mind with music fresh as piss from a brand new baby's bladder. Translate the nectar of scholars pondering the universe into music. Infants understand. Let us see the world that clearly. Let us know the world that well. It's a matter of believing beyond believing. Knowing. It's a matter of seeing the future materialize as we see it. It's a matter of organizing into raw materials of life, into images as we will them, not wish them to be. It's a matter of motion, a matter of discipline and sweat, a matter of developing human potentiality in ourselves and in others. As we organize our space, we organize our lives. As we organize our space, we organize our lives. The moment, the motion is the music. The energy is the music. The constant change is the music. The struggle is the music. Blowing, glowing, grooving, moving, expressions, impressions, pointing to a higher place. Break the silly staleness, the loud farts, the sound pollution, the lies. Bust the rat's eardrum. If you can't sing, you better learn to hum. John Coltrane was a freedom fighter, liberator of the spirit from the shackles of form. John Coltrane was a freedom fighter, liberator of the spirit from the shackles of form. Yeah, epic poem by Brother Kamal Daoud. Yes, one of our favorite poets, of all time, all space, and all place. We know him from Lemur Park, but we over here recalling him sitting in the dark, out here on a lark. And now it's time to move on to the holiday, the next holiday of this particular month, a holiday that we like to call Juneteenth. And you see here, the book we're reading from, All Different Now, all about it. Oops, almost forgot. Oh, got to go back. Where is it at? There we go. Nope. That one. There we go. All right, Juneteenth. All right, and so we're going to leave this image up as we read from the book, All Different Now, the first day of freedom. The first day of freedom. And let me see. And the author is Angela Johnson. For those of you who know Angela, or maybe those of you who don't know Angela, you soon will. This is a children's book. She's got a whole collection of children's books out there you need to read till you're chilling. A June morning breeze off the port blew the smell of honeysuckle past the fields across the yard and into our room to wake us. And nobody knew as we ate a little, talked a little, and headed to the fields. As the sun was rising, that soon it would be all different. Then we worked and worked and worked some more under the hot Texas sun until word spread from the port to town, through the countryside, and into the fields that a Union general had read from a balcony that we were all now and forever free, and things would be all different now. I watched as my Aunt Laura sang as she held her baby. Mr. Jake, who some say was 100, cried quietly, and a group of grown people bowed their heads and whispered things to each other I could not hear. My mama held my hand softly and looked beyond as another breeze blew over and everything fell to a hush. But later, Papa, Mama, the aunts and uncles, and all of my cousins had an afternoon picnic by the water. My baby brother crawled around our blanket as we listened to the sounds of the waves. And as more people joined us, we ate as a free people, laughed as free people, and told stories as free people on into the night. What was before would be no more. As we walked back home, the cool of the night soothed our tired feet that padded quietly past the shadowy fields of cotton. And in the morning, the smell of honeysuckle will wake me again, beside my sisters and brothers, to a time that will be for all of us all different now, all different now, all different now, all different now. And that's that story is by Angela Johnson. Miss Angela Johnson, there you go. Or Ms. Angela Johnson. I don't know if she's married or not. Okay. From her book, All Different Now. And I'm going to share some of the beautiful illustrations in the book with you as well. The book was illustrated by E.B. Lewis, and it's all about the first Juneteenth, 1865, June 19, 1865. Now, the Civil War, the Emancipation Proclamation, rather, had been signed back in 1863, and that freed all slaves in the states who were in rebellion. So if the state was in rebellion, the slaves were free. But if the rebellious states didn't tell the people that they was free, they still were not free. So that Emancipation Proclamation only worked in states that were recaptured by the Union Army. If they were not under the jurisdiction, Major General Gordon announces from the steps of a house that looked a lot like this that the slaves the enslaved Africans were now all free. And such did it be. They were now all free. Although technically, they were already, they had been free long before that. Their labor was free. Their time was free. Their bodies were free. To anybody who wanted to use them, however they wanted to use them, they were free. But they were not free to do what they might want to do, like to resist the onslaught of some man who wanted to have his way with a woman at night, to relocate to another place, to go to school, to read, to know, to learn, to enjoy all the things that we come to think of now as our rights. They were not free to do those things. But in all other respects, they were free to a certain extent. But we're talking about two different kinds of freedom. This month, who are the Moors? So you can get, for the same $20 donation, you can receive this book as well. So you can get either this book or that book. If you like, get them both. We're going to put them up on eBay and make them available to you all as our members of the Black Facts family. And that's what we're going to do for y'all today. So Brother Kamal Daoud, life is a saxophone. And hopefully, in the near future, we'll be able to bring Brother Kamal here. Well, we can't go there to LA, but maybe we can bring him here and do a comment section on YouTube, or you can respond via Facebook. So we got all kind of ways for you all to get in contact with us. In the meanwhile, may peace guide your way. We pray you all have a good day. And don't forget to include some justice with your peace, because peace without justice disgusts us. Yeah, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Peace with justice. And we are signing off. This is Doc Ock